Hello, everybody. This is already day 4. Welcome. We have another 3 minutes, so I will show you some of my endocrine hormone inspired images. I think I will. Today we're moving through the neck into we're connecting the body to the head. No, we're not going to see the slides this way. So, oh yeah. I'll just have you move and arrive in your body. Remember all the things that we've already done. Here we go. Now I'll share my screen and show you some cool images that I put together. See if we can make it big. Make you small. This is one way to view the chakral ascension or descension, how the alignment of the chakras is spiralic and continues around the body to create that energetic circulation. And I will show you the crystalline structure of estrogen. All the hormones are organized like crystals. They create very clear spatial arrangements. And we'll go to testosterone, which is amazingly beautiful. Also, close-ups. Okay. Welcome to the day. I'd like to start the day connecting the heart and the gonads. So you might want to lay down. Maybe I will lay down. Just lay down and put one hand where you feel most connected to your sexual energy, the hormones in your womb, your testes, your gonads, your ovaries, and put the other hand on your heart. I'm just going to suggest that you start letting waves of hormonal energy, waves of energy travel up to the heart and down. Or back and forth. Sexuality is such a fantastic thing. And how can we connect it with the great knowing and recognition of our truth and the truth in the world? How beautiful is that to connect these two hormones? How let it flow. And just notice what your mind thinks, what it brings up for you. You might not want it. You might feel grateful to have a moment to sink into it. And now just let this energy that we could, which has a pulse and a connection, possibly a warmth. If we call it erotic, let it just imbue your life with that. That's what we call tantric energy. When the sexual energy is anchored through the heart and it can flow through the glands that we've built up. So loosen your coccygeal body. And now I'm just going to tell you that all your cells create hormones. All your cells. So when we're in that erotic space, we have that tingling feeling where we know ourselves to be in all cells, with the ability to create anything in any moment. So this glittering, this hormones after this fourth day. So you're starting to get a sense in other parts, just spread it through. Your skin also creates hormones. So you can touch your skin. You can like give your skin a little rub or a light touch, whichever feels better for you, to bring up that sheen of allowing all of your skin to be alive and to create hormones, allow the pheromones to circulate again. That was a little hit here in this group. Just again, what's hormones on the inside when you let them out and signal the world through your skin or through your smells. They become really important communicators for this world of aliveness. So give it to yourself. Beautiful. Anchor your coccyx, because we want to have the rootedness underneath us to feel this love and this ecstasy And tomorrow we'll open up the head glands to have it connect us up into space, into heaven, and into the higher glands, and we'll see what it feels like up there. Before we go there, the other great organ that is constantly creating hormones and many other chemicals is our digestion. So just give it a moment of attention and know that, yes, this is all about assimilating what comes from the outside world, deciding what you take in, what you release, and having really nifty ways to break things down and make them accessible to your body. So now that we have all the cells, the skin, and the gut, let's move on from the trio around the heart. Let's move up to the thyroid. And I think a lot of you know the thyroid. I didn't make a thyroid, but it kind of has a little bit of an hourglassy feel. It wraps around the larynx, around the front of the what's that tube to the heart, to the lungs? I'm forgetting. The trachea. So it's around where we breathe. And just gently and with your fingers and all that you know and don't know, just bring up what we're doing here, which is hormones. And these hormones, just bring them up a little bit. Breathe. By now, at the 4th day, your hands can do a lot. You don't have to think at all. And there you go. And now just place your, one hand calmly on your thyroid. And just before we hum ourselves, just hum with your hand. So give vibration. Give it attention. Give it, some people call it energy. This is hormonal, chemical, crystalline, ancient substances that travel through our blood, but they are created in these glandular tissues. There we go. So I'd like you to find a placement of your neck and a placement of the thyroid in your neck, and just, moving for a moment from that area. So giving yourself, this is the great thing about somatic body. This is the great thing about somatics. You don't have to do only the pretty thing. You don't have to do the thing that gets you to the next step. You literally just find the freedom. And you release in this moment the cells of the thyroid in your neck to just join movement. Maybe a little bit of a curiosity of how it can move, or what the range is, or Because as we get older, even, 20, we already have patterns. So this is a moment just to move your neck from this place in odd embodied ways. And then rest. And know that these hormones that help you balance your metabolism, they help you decide about your energy, how much is available to you if you're immediately, and so you can read up on that. But let's just stay there. In another way, it is right in front of our larynx from where we speak. And before we speak or hum, I'd like you to think of a moment or a person where you really felt heard. And I want you to place your body, your whole alignment, your throat in that place where you're like, oh yes, I can be heard. This person wants to know me and wants to really know what I have to say, not what they expect. They're open to surprise. They're open to something they never thought of before. So from that place, I'd like you to start humming or to start speaking. We can't hear you. Like I started once say mom, 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 mom. You can choose any word, any sound. An ooh, an ah, an e, I. Somebody's name, your name. Just a hum, an om, an om. An om can draw in a little bit. I want you to speak it out. You can just turn around and say, I see the candle. I see the candle. I see the window. And just make sure that you speak out, that the words leave your body so that the resonance can go into the air around. It can go into the air. There we go. And then you let the sound be three-dimensional and you put yourself back in the three-dimensional spiral of all these glands we've been building up. And you speak in the support of your heart, your gonads, your breath, thoracic body, your pancreas, and more. And then there are these very, very, very cool little tiny extra glands in the back. There's 4 of them. I'm going to hold up 2 at a time. There's 4 that are around the back of the thyroid. And I'm going to just quickly say 2 things. I'm going to say they are tinier and more potent. Remember when I said there's something, the tinier you get, the more potent? This is like an opera singer. When you're singing, if you sing a sound, you're like, das Wasser. But if you really want to hit it, and often sopranos or, when you're higher up, you're like, das Wasser. I can't hold up 4, but there's 2 here and 2 here. So I want you to just like, I want you to pierce and search for these sounds. So, take something and really go. I'm speaking German for some reason. Das kleine Ding, das. Try it. I used to use the image of the bad queen. What's it called? The bad queen, the dark queen. She's like, I will kill you. There's not like, I will kill you with a heart and all. This is like, nah. The other part of these parathyroids is because you have two. I want you to take your right hand, ready to move into space, and your left hand on this opposite parathyroid, so the one underneath. And I want you to use this counter. I want you to use this counter to reach. So it's the opposite parathyroid. So now I'm going to hold the right parathyroid and I'm going to reach my left hand. So I'm not moving them together. I'm not going like this. I'm going like maybe a bit like an arrow, like I'm creating suspense, and then I give into it and I go with. Create suspense, and I go with. And the top one is the opposite leg reaching. So reaching. Okay, we have good fat minute. So what I'm going to ask you to do is play with all this, make lots of sound, and I'm going to clap 3 times. On the third clap, we'll just be quiet. Okay, so make lots of sound. Just speak, talk, make music. Reach your legs out from the opposite side. Ha ha, ha ha. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I will kill you. I will kill you. I will use. I will stay with my heart now. I will come back to you and we will. Stillness. Stillness is supported by the carotid bodies sitting in this fork of the aorta going to the brain. And they help oxygenate the blood so the brain gets enough. So you're in stillness. Blood. Oxygen. Another day, another 20 minutes. I'll see you for one last day tomorrow. And I will put up my new project on embodiment. I'm creating a 9-week program because I think COVID is not over and we need something. So it's a 9-week program to really immerse yourself in embodiment, to really get some tools to apply them to your practice, to create a plan, to get support. And then after COVID, to really move out into the world with a more embodied sense. I want to gift you with lots of yummy, yummy ideas. And I want to see you and support you to feel good and inspired in your body. So whatever you do, people are going to notice. So check it out. Good seeing you. See you in a moment, Zoom people. I can't see. Goodbye, everyone else. See you tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, here we go.